Not going to beat around the bush. I've been scammed. Scammed by a Facebook ad. I really thought this was going to be the product to end all products. I thought I'd discovered the coolest thing on the internet. Look, I've bought a lot of rubbish off the internet, Instagram, Facebook ads, and I often do that for research purposes because I've done some fun segments on silly gadgets you find on the internet. Well, this is the dumbest one. I'm going to try and show you a video. This might be a GIF. I can't find the actual video. But this is what I was sold on. A magic Rubik's Cube. This thing solves itself. Look, there's no one touching the Rubik's Cube, yet in its completely mucked up form, it magically goes around and solves itself. I paid $23.99 US for that. And look, it pains me to say it, but it's about $50 Australian, including postage, that I paid for this to be delivered. Now, when I opened it up, it was a simple plastic wrap Rubik's Cube. It actually says on it, toys. Toys. And there it is. It's a Rubik's Cube. I looked at it and went, oh, that's interesting. No instructions. No instructions apart from a very, very small label, something in Chinese, which probably says, sell to Australians and scam them. This is a magic Rubik's Cube. It is. It is actually what the label says. But that video, entirely deceptive. Now let me show you why. Okay, so basically you twist this guy around to your heart's content. And it's mucked up. That's a mucked up Rubik's Cube. They're very hard to solve. My son, not too bad, can solve these things pretty quickly. So the idea here though, with this magic Rubik's Cube, is you can throw it in the air and it's solved. Look at that. Solved. Amazing, right? So, I can muck it up again here and, it's all well and good and, mucked up. But all you got to do is flick it in the air and it's solved. The thing here is, it is actually a magic Rubik's Cube. It's a Rubik's Cube used by magicians to trick you. Now, I don't know how well that video worked, but basically this here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full coloured sides and one side that's all mucked up. It's not a real Rubik's Cube. So what you do is you hold it and make people think that it's mucked up and you flick it in the air and hope that you catch it on a way that it looks all solved. But it's not a robot Rubik's Cube. It's an utter scam. And this is the problem with the internet. Oh, I'll tell you, most of this stuff just comes in silly little packages from China. Oh, I'll find you another one. I'll show you another one. These are all the rubbish things I've bought on the internet. Look, this is a great example. The mobile phone projector. It amplifies your mobile phone. And you would have seen the ads for these things or similar products. Basically, this one little device, you put your mobile phone behind this guy and it amplifies. It's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. Look, I've got everything from robot silly roundabout toothbrushes, but there's one product I want to find here. What's this one? Car trash bags. No, this is it. This one. Now you would have seen the ads for this, especially if you do things like I do. This is a remote control digger. Now in the videos, this thing is digging up ground like it's a real cat digger going through the ground, even though it's a toy. This though, just a standard crappy remote control toy you get at a service station. This doesn't do anything like what the video ad says it does. So, what I listen to is this. If the video on Facebook or Instagram looks too good to be true, it is. If you want to play magic tricks on your mates and make them think you can solve a Rubik's Cube, well, just twist it around a few times and get themselves to a point where they think that this Rubik's Cube is indeed completely mucked up. And then just throw it in the air. Whoop, now see, that didn't work. Throw it in the air and hey presto, it's solved. I got ripped off. And it's a warning to you. There is actually a magic Rubik's Cube. It's actually a brilliant little gadget that was made by a guy who has put it on YouTube. He's been at Maker Faire. It's a really cool, automatically solving Rubik's Cube, and that's why a video does exist of a self-solving Rubik's Cube. But it's not one you can buy for $23.99 US.